These are 5 amazing raiders in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC, the Teal mask. Stick around the whole video and you might learn something new. I'm Orange, and without any further delay, let's get right into the video and I hope you enjoy. Camo-O is a pseudo-legendary with the dragon fighting typing, giving it some decent resistances on top of its good defensive stats, and bulletproof as its ability for a few extra immunities. For this build we want to run Shell Bell as the item so that when we use Dragon Claw we get healing along with Stab. For our other attacking move we want Drain Punch for healing and to make use of our other Stab option. We have Belly Drum to immediately go +6 in our attack and Screech to reduce the raid's defense by 2 stages. This is a very popular pick for good reason, which is why I have this raider at number 5. Manaphy is an exclusive mythical Pokemon, which is why I put it in a low spot on this list. However, if you do have a Manaphy, it is a very strong raider. It has Tail Glow, which boosts Manaphy's special attack by 3 stages, and Fake Tears to decrease the raid's special defense by 2 stages. Heart Swap changes all stat changes with a target, which can be used supportively or defensively when the raid resets your buffs. The Teal mask added Scald, which has a 30% chance to burn the target and will thaw the user, making the frozen status no issue. Of course we have Shell Bell as our held item for some self-sustain. Trevenant isn't strong as a raider on its own, but with Harvest as its ability, Trevenant can regenerate its berry to get its stat buffs while relying on Hornleech to survive the raid. Just from my experience running this build, Trevenant consistently ramps up to match the raid's damage output and tanks damage very well. Here I'm running Shadow Claw, Trailblaze and Will-O-Wisp, but Hornleech is the main move you want to use. I use Will-O-Wisp just to tank more damage, primarily as burn halves physical damage, and Trailblaze to consistently move first when I need the healing from Hornleech. I didn't think this would work, but it works well and it is surprisingly fun, which is why I have this in the number 3 spot. Personally, Ursaluna is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I am more than happy to recommend him as my number 2 raider. Ursaluna was already very powerful before, but with the Teal mask he is even stronger. As Blood Moon Ursaluna, the ability is Mind's Eye, which ignores an opponent's evasiveness, protects Ursaluna from accuracy debuffs, and allows his powerful normal-type moves to hit ghosts. Of course we use Shell Bell for this build for healing, which is especially potent with Blood Moon Ursaluna's signature move Blood Moon with 140 base power. In this build we will use Earth Power for our second stab move. We are using Calm Mind to tank a few hits and get some offensive buffs, while also running Fake Tears to debuff the raid's special defenses. Blood Moon Ursaluna normally can't learn Fake Tears, so if you want a more in-depth tutorial on this build I will leave a link to a video about it in the description below. This build was originally found by the creator East-Sided Raids, so definitely go check him out. In first place as the best raider of the list is Ogerpon. This is the new legendary of the Teal mask and is one of the stronger raiders out there for good reason. She is very versatile with her masks and doesn't need much change to the build to swap between them. There is no strongest mask and there really isn't a weakest mask either. The Teal mask gives Ogerpon the grass typing and the ability Defiant, where with every debuff to stats, Ogerpon gets 2 stages of attack. With this mask being the default, she has an open item slot for Shell Bell. Hearth Flame mask gives Ogerpon the fire typing and Mold Breaker as the ability, which allows her to attack without the target's ability stopping her. This mask, like the following 2, is a held item, so we can't have Shell Bell with it. Wellspring mask gives Ogerpon the water typing and Water Absorb as the ability, which is an immunity to water attacks. Cornerstone mask gives Ogerpon the rock typing and the ability Sturdy, which doesn't come into play too often in a raid, but it is still nice type coverage. We use Focus Energy to make Ivy Cudgel hit critical hits almost guaranteed, and Swords Dance, which boosts Ogerpon's attack by 2 stages. Hornleech is a good self-sustain option while being a second stab move if you have one of the other 3 masks on. This versatility and power is why I chose Ogerpon as the number 1 spot on my recommended list. Do you use any of these Pokemon? Was there any Pokemon I should have added? Feel free to comment any other raiders I should try, or what raider you're most interested in of this list. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, and if I helped out, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell if you're planning on coming back, and share with your friends. It all helps out a lot. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.